Hello dear friends, today I'm going to continue with my Malagueña tutorial and I will teach you the tremolo falsetto. First let me play it at normal speed. Now let me play it at a slow tempo so that you can see everything that I'm doing. And finally, let me give you the detailed explanation of everything that I'm doing. He starts out with a 5-string bar on the 7th fret. So we have our middle finger on the 9th fret of the 4th string and ring finger on the 9th fret of the 2nd string. In the right hand, we are always going to play the same pattern, which is going to be P-I-A-M-I, P-I-A-M-I. This is a flamenco tremolo. So thumb, index, ring, middle, index, thumb, index, ring, middle, index. So it starts out with the bass on the 6th string and tremolo on the 2nd string. Now the bass moves to the 5th string and the pinky in the left hand now presses on the 10th fret of the 2nd string and the tremolo remains on the 2nd string. So these are the first 2 notes of the melody. Now we are going to release the pinky and play 4th string and 1st under the bar. Now we will put the pinky on the 10th fret of the 1st string and play the following basses 5, 4, 3 and 2 with tremolo on the 1st string. Now we are going to move the bar to the 5th fret, but the bar now becomes only a 4-string bar, and this is what we are going to play in the left hand. Is going to be interesting. So first of all, this note will stay, this finger will stay on the 4th string, 7th fret, so this is 5th fret, 4-string bar, this is 7th fret of the 4th string, and these fingers are going to play this melody on the 1st string. So 8th fret, 7th, 5th under the bar, 7th and 8th. But we are going to move these fingers while we are playing tremolo with the right hand. And the movement is going to coincide with the attack of the ring finger. Right? So watch. So the bass is 4th string. See how I played first the bass and then index finger played the 8th fret of the 1st string, but then when I reached the ring finger I switched to the 7th fret, and I stayed there. So it's going to be this way. Now we are going to release the ring finger and play 3rd string in the bass and the 5th fret of the 1st string under the bar. Only for one note in the tremolo, and then we're going to put the ring finger right back on the 7th fret. Alright, so this is the whole line. Okay, I'll repeat one more time. Alright, wonderful. Keep the bar on the 4th fret for the next chord, and this is the chord itself. So remember how our middle finger was on the 7th fret of the 4th string? Now the ring finger replaces it there, and that's because we need to put the middle finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd string. So 6th fret of the 2nd string, and the pinky goes to the 8th fret of the 1st string. And in the right hand we are playing these basses: 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. So we stay on this chord for a while, and the tremolo is going to be on the 1st string. Okay, now let go of the pinky and play 5th string in the bass and the 1st string under the bar. Next, play the 4th string in the bass, put the pinky on the 7th fret of the 1st string and play it. Okay, now we are going to move the pinky to the 8th fret on the 1st string, and instead of holding the bar here, we are going to let go of these fingers and put the index finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, now I need to explain what's going on in the next line, because it's kind of tricky. We're moving to the next fret, to our destination during the shifts, while the tremolo is going. So the effect at full tempo sounds this way. If we let go of the tremolo and just keep the bass and the top voice together, this is how it's going to be. So we're always sliding to our next fret, but it happens while you play the tremolo. So the way to explain it is that you play the first 2 notes holding your current position of this octave, but you start moving when you reach the ring finger in the right hand. So slowly it will sound this way. So actually the movement probably happens between the ring finger attack and the index finger attack and the ring finger attack. So between the index and the ring fingers. So let's slow down some more. That way. Now, of course, it's an approximation of what happens naturally at faster tempo. It's almost impossible to practice this one slowly. So we are going to do away with these slides for learning purposes. But remember that they're always happening the same way. So we were just here on the 3rd string with the index finger and on the 8th fret with the pinky. So we're going to keep that shape for the next few tremolo patterns, so iterations. So look. you are now on the 5th fret. Now move to the 7th fret and hold the same shape. So we're always so many frets apart. So it was 5, 8 here, and here it will be 7 and 10, right? So it's always going to be the same relationship. So we go here, 7th fret with the index finger. Now come back to the 5th fret with the index finger. Move to the 4th fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, back to the 2nd fret, and you keep this this shape for the next harmony, but you also add these 2 fingers to it. So ring finger is on the 6th fret of the 4th string, and middle finger is on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. So, and in the right hand we're playing 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So once more from here. So remember, we shifted to this shape here, and the tremolo is always between the 3rd string and the 1st string. We're about halfway through now. So let's put the bar. So you see, we're here with the index finger now, 4th fret, but it's just playing the 3rd string without the bar. Let's make this a bar of the 3 strings. So only 3 strings, so half bar. Keep the same shape, but let go of the pinky. So play 6th string together with the 1st under the bar. Now look, middle finger is now going to go on the 5th fret of the 1st string, and in the right hand you play the bass on the 4th string and the tremolo note on the 1st string, and then keep these together. Remember how we had that shape already? So you can let go of everything else. Alright, so this is going to be 4th fret of the 3rd string, and this is 7th fret of the 1st string. So we had that. Now we're going to be moving the shape again. First we will move the index finger to the 7th fret of the 3rd string. So we played that. Now the index finger will slide to the 10th fret, and the pinky now goes to the 13th. Now slide back to the 9th fret with the 1st finger, and the pinky is now on the 12th fret. Now go back to the 7th fret with the index finger, and the pinky jumps back to, well, slides back to the 10th fret. Okay, so this is what we just played. Remember I told you about this slide, so there's always this going on while you play the tremolo. Okay, so we're now on the 7th fret with our index finger. So from this shape, this is where you need to be. So this is 4th string bar on the 5th fret. The middle finger, 2nd finger, is on the 7th fret of the 4th string. Your pinky is on the 8th fret of the 1st string, and we are going to play this melody again. Remember, we already had it before, but it's going to be slightly modified. So the thumb plays the 4th string in the bass, and the tremolo is of course on the 1st string. But look, so you play PI on these notes, and then when you get to the A finger, the 3rd finger replaces the pinky on the 7th fret. So, alright, so 8, 7. Now let go of the 3rd finger and play 3rd string in the bass and 1st string under the bar, and then the last 3 notes of the tremolo are going to be played by the pinky, and the pinky is on the 8th fret of the 1st string. So I'll play from here. Alright. Now we are going to jump to the 10th fret with the pinky. So we were here, and the 3rd finger is also on the 10th fret, but on the 3rd string. All right. So, and the index finger has to be on the 8th fret of the 5th string. So we play 3, 5. Okay. Now the 3rd finger slides back to the 9th fret of the 3rd string. Middle finger is on the 8th fret, 1st string. And the index finger never leaves the 5th string. In fact, when you change positions, it does a little bit of a slide, even though you are not always playing that string, but you hear its sound. So right, so that was a tremolo between 3 and 2, but at the same time I shifted to this position by sliding on the 5th string. So my index finger is always making contact with the 5th string. So, alright, so that was that shape. Now keep these 2 fingers, index and ring, slide back 2 frets with them to the 5 and 7, and then the pinky is going to be on the 1st string, on the 7th fret. So in the right hand you play 3, 5. Okay, and remember this chord. Now slide back 2 frets with it. It's the same shape, and we are only going to play the 3rd string in the bass on that harmony. But as always, the index finger stays on the 5th string. Listen. See, you hear this C, even though we never actually plucked it with the right hand, but it's the result of our sliding from string to from fret to fret. Okay, now keep these 2 fingers. So that was third fret and 5th fret. Keep them the same and slide them back 1 fret to 2 and 4. So 5th string on the 2nd fret, and 3rd string on the 4th string, on a third string on the 4th fret, and middle finger goes to the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So we played with this harmony. We play 3rd string in a bass, tremolo remains on the 1st string, and then 5th string in the bass. But the last note, for the last note, you remove the middle finger. This is necessary to jump to the next shape, because at these speeds it's very difficult to go from this position to this position without a break. So you just let go of the G and it's still the same harmony. Right? And the very last portion of the tremolo is this. Middle finger is now on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then the index finger is on the 1st fret of the 1st string, and the pinky is going to be playing the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And this is what was going on in the right hand. See, we play P, I, and A on this interval, so with this note, and then for the last 2 notes of the tremolo, which are middle and index fingers, the only ones that remain. So we play this note with the middle finger and this note with the index finger. So pinky coincides with the middle finger and index finger with index. Okay, so it sounds like this. And finally, you plug 6th string and 1st right after the other, one after the other, and 1st string is plucked with middle finger. So that's the entire tremolo falsetto. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.